Welcome to the Your Energy First podcast, where we talk about all things your intuition, developing your spiritual gifts, and if you feel the call, to turn them into an incredibly creative business that the world needs. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Emily McNaughton, and today's episode is all about relationships. And there's these beautiful energies coming forward. It's a transmission, if you will, which means this is an energy activation that's going to help support and guide you to move through and navigate relationships. Now, what's interesting about this energy is, how oftentimes when we think about relationships, we focus on maybe ones that didn't work out or ones that have dissolved or the frustrations of current relationships. And what this energy is bringing forward is all about kind of captivating those feelings and bringing wisdom to them. So what we want to think about here is as you continue through this current energy, this current activation, it's something that you may come back and revisit a couple of times, and that's totally fine. Come back and visit it as often as you feel called to. And there's this invitation as you go through this energy activation to allow your higher self through to help you resolve and to help you bring through what it is you need to nurture where you're at, to gain the wisdom, and then to move forward. What I have seen in our collective, a lot of healing, right? We're aware of that. There's been a lot of healing, a lot of awareness is being brought into our experience. With that comes great responsibility. So maybe in the past, we would say, oh, that person was this and that person was that. And that's great because sometimes we need to identify these things in order to heal them. And now we're in a place where we are focusing on what's the wisdom here? How do I resolve this for myself and bring myself to a place of love? That's the power, that's the wisdom. They're saying this is also how you're going to feel more safety in your experience. Safety can come through in a number of different ways, but when you feel safe in this experience, what's actually happening is it's like, okay, so no matter what happens to me, I can work myself through it. I can cultivate the wisdom from it. It doesn't mean that we deny any of the experiences that we've had, not at all. It means we continue to evolve through them. Okay. We're actually going to start by feeling into our own heart space, our own light. For some of you, you may actually notice that you are feeling into the sacral or the root energy centers. So just notice what it is that you feel. And from here, taking a breath in, allowing yourself to relax. I set the intention for divine, loving energy to flow through me. I set the intention for clearing, balancing, and healing energies to make their way through my body, through my soul, and through my entire auric field. Breathing in, relaxing into these safe, steep energies. They're holding you, they're guiding you. We never do energy work alone, ever. Bring your attention to the back part of your energy field. This might be your actual physical back. Maybe you notice it in the lower part of your body. And I'm going to invite you just to kind of sense into a little bit more relaxation, a little bit more loosening up back there. And as you allow the awareness to come through that your energy is loosening up, notice what within you, in your body, feels activated. as a result. Maybe as the back part of your energy field loosens up, you feel something nudge or tickle in your throat. Maybe you feel something move around the front part of your solar plexus energy center. Maybe you notice just a little bit of a shift or a density in your heart. Maybe you feel something in your arms. Our whole body and energy centers work together. Bring your attention back to this beautiful, flowing divine energy that you've gracefully called in. What part of me is being activated right now? Next, I want you to sense or feel a bundle, a jumble of energies moving all around within the core, the center of you. And maybe it's a little chaotic, maybe it's not, and you're just observing. You're just observing. Maybe you see these energies with your imagination. Maybe even though we've said they're at the center of you, you see them outward in front of you or around you somewhere. It's okay. Maybe you simply sense them. Potentially, your knowing is giving you the information, picking up on these energies, this bumble of energies moving around. And we're going to allow the erratic energies that we've called forward from within our core to take up space and to become bigger. For some of you, these energies may look a bit stringy. Everyone has a slightly different energetic experience, and that's a beautiful thing. What are you experiencing right now? And as these energies become bigger and bigger, we're just going to let them grow and take up the space that they need to. Next, you're going to take a breath in and remember that beautiful divine light that has been flowing through you. Paying attention as it moves through your entire body, your entire auric field. These sporadic energies represent your interpretation of past, present, even some future relationships. Tussles you've had with people, inflictions from others, regrets you may have, feelings of doubt. Did I handle that right? Maybe a bit of shame. Oh, I wish I'd handled that differently. Maybe you're feeling a slight purge of energies right now, and that's okay. Remember, we've called in the light to support you and guide you through this. You have called in the light. So we're just going to keep going as this comes to a beautiful fruition. Allowing this energy to continue to move, just observing it, not controlling it. And while this is happening, I forgive myself. I understand myself. I did my absolute best at the time. All of my relationships and my connections. We are all interconnected at a soul level. We are all here to serve each other. We are all here to develop our own personal inner wisdom. From these jumbled lines or surges of energy or balls of energy, whatever it is that you're picking up on, whatever it is that you're seeing and perceiving, I'm going to invite you to look at the sun. Look at the sun and see the interwovenness between all of us. See the balances that are coming about as a result of your activation here. You are calling in clearing and balancing now. I call in the divine reshaping, reshifting, and healing of these relational energies for my greatest good and for the greatest good of everyone who has been involved. May we all find ourselves recentered and connected to our own personal truth. I hold and clear my space with love and with ease. I find the reshaping and balancing of these energies to be very fruitful for my experience from this point forward. I am no longer exposed to these energies, but have integrated the wisdom that now shines brightly throughout my system. I carry this energy forward as a powerful experience for myself and for others. And so it is. Breathe in more of your light and relax as you direct the divine energy to finalize any clearing and rebalancing. I set the intention to finalize, rebalance, and clear these challenging energies that came forward. Now just take a few moments to breathe and allow the energy to circulate and do the work. Giving yourself plenty of time to allow the full integration to take place. You may notice new sensations or colors coming in. Feel yourself at peace. Feel yourself in an ease. Where in your body do you feel that this reframing has happened? Is it in your chest, in your lungs, in your heart, in your head, in your legs? Where is it for you? Breath in, thanking yourself, thanking your light, your higher self, your team, all of the support you've had. Thank you for this guidance. Thank you to the divine for your support. Thank you to this community and space. Thank you to the comfy spot you've been resting so that you can guide yourself through this transmission. And over the coming days, be very gentle with yourself as you observe how things begin showing up for you differently. What feelings have changed? What choices are you being called to make? This is very beautiful and powerful work. Wonderful job.